Hello, 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 and welcome to I Am Commanding Life. If you are new here, I am Rachel. Thank you for clicking and watching this video. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what you hear today. This is another video in our series called Reminders for Life. If you aren't familiar with us, we post daily reminders for life, daily inspirational message, motivational messages on all our social media platforms, on Instagram, on TikTok, Facebook, you name it. We are Commanding Life is the name of our Instagram page and or social media pages. And what we do or what I'm going to do today is read one of those inspirational messages. And then I am going to take a little deeper dive and show you how you can embody what I'm saying today, or maybe just take the messages you see from us and take it to another level so you can command your life and create the life that you desire. So that's what commanding life is all about. So don't forget to subscribe, like, share it with a friend who this message would resonate with. So without any further delay, I will read today's message and then I'm going to take that deep dive. So here we go. Love everything about your life, even the parts you don't understand yet. Trust the process because every circumstance holds a higher plan. You may not be where you want to be, but take a moment to see the beauty in how far you've come. Keep going and trust this. Your sorrow will become joy. Your loneliness will become love, and your lack will become plenty. Okay, that's today's reminder. Let's slow this down for a little bit because I love this reminder because it's it's easy to love life when things feel good, when everything is working out in our favor, or when things are flowing the way we expect them to flow. But what about the moments that feel heavy, the seasons that feel unclear, or even painful and unbearable? Those are the moments this message is really for. Loving your life doesn't mean everything is perfect. It means you choose to trust, even when it isn't perfect. It means you believe that where you are right now isn't random. It never is. There is meaning being formed, there is growth happening beneath the surface. There is something unfolding that you may not fully see yet. I know society says set goals and achieve goals and all those things that are success, perform, perform, perform. But sometimes there are moments when the work is on who we are. I don't think people give spiritual work or emotional work or mental work, the work we do to hold it together on a daily basis, the work we do to emotionally regulate. I want you to know that work under the surface is work. You are moving forward. And sometimes the hardest part is not necessarily the situation you are experiencing. It's not that. The hardest part is resisting what is happening in your life. And sometimes, again, like I say, you have to do that under the surface work, right? to show yourself your life is working, or give credit to that under the surface work. Because a lot of times we think this, what we're experiencing, it shouldn't be happening. But what if it's happening for a reason? I know you're all familiar with the phrase, everything happens for a reason. I want to add a part onto that that you've never considered. When you hear the phrase, everything happens for a reason, I want you to understand that you give what's happening a reason. It is up to you to give meaning and a reason to what is happening. What if this moment is shaping you into someone that can hold more joy? And that's what I mean by that under the surface work, right? What if it's making you become someone that can hold the joy you are creating, hold the love you are creating, or hold the abundance you are creating, right? Think about a time in your life when you felt deep sorrow, a season where things didn't make sense, where you felt alone, where you questioned if things would ever shift. In that moment, you couldn't see the outcome. But look at you now. Something changed, something clicked. Maybe not overnight, but little by little. And that's what I mean that under the surface, mental regulation, emotional regulation, spiritual regulation, you found pieces of yourself again. You gained clarity. You became stronger, softer, and wiser. My friend, clarity is mental work. Softer is emotional work. Sometimes stronger could be spiritual work, more trust in your path. And that's what I think a lot of people don't realize. We're so used to the results, the goals being checked off, that we're not seeing. We're doing so much work on the inner goal of, look, at this moment, you may be more peaceful than you were, or at peace than you were a couple of weeks ago. That took work. Maybe you feel more safe in your skin. That took work, and that's all part of the process. So that's what this message is about. And maybe you even discovered a kind of joy that you didn't know you were capable of feeling before. That regulation, that emotional work, it is work. So sometimes it's not always about seeing the results on the outside. It's acknowledging the results on the inside, who you're becoming. That's the transformation. Sorrow doesn't stay the same forever. It moves, it shifts, it teaches. And if you allow it, it opens your heart in a deeper way. It opens you up to receive love in a deeper way. The same is true for loneliness. It teaches you connection. A lot of people don't see that. It teaches you connection first with yourself. Think about it. And that's why I say that that inner work, that becoming, that's important too. And lack, or quote unquote suffering, or not having enough, it teaches you value. It teaches you gratitude and what truly matters. It teaches you that, I like to say, you got to know what it feels like when you're down below before you appreciate being on top. So sometimes that's what's going on, is the change within you. So you are grateful when you do have, because when you didn't, you felt that, right? And again, that gratitude for having, or even pursuing more, that's what truly matters. So nothing you experience is ever wasted. I love to say that everything you're going through is helping you to sift and sort what you prefer. Always remember that. I like to say, it's my favorite saying, I chew my own food. And the experiences I go through lets me learn, allows me to learn what I prefer to chew. And that's what life is about. Realizing that you chew your own food and you have a say in what you prefer, right? I like vanilla over chocolate because no one can chew your food for you. So nothing you experience is ever wasted. So, what do you do with this reminder today? First, I want you to shift how you see where you are. Instead of saying, I'm not where I want to be, I want you to try saying, I am in progress. Again, it does sometimes shifts actions. It happens underneath the surface before it manifests or materializes on the outside. If it is you're looking for peace, you got to feel that within before you take action to create peace on your outside world because you are in progress. That's the thing. We're always building, creating, requesting, asking, wanting, sifting, sorting. We are always in progress. Secondly, I want you to look for the beauty in your now, not in a forced way, but a gentle way. I want you to look at what is working. What have you made it through? What parts of you have grown? Now, I like to say I teach my children faith by constantly showing them how forces greater than us works things out in our favor. So every time something works out for us, I say, look, that's God, that's the universe working on our behalf. And a lot of us we are basically trained to see what's not working. And I want you to start repurposing that muscle and focusing on that mental, remember that mental work, focusing on what is working in your life. So even small awareness of what's working creates peace. Even small awareness of small moments of peace creates the momentum to more peace. So, or small moments of love, like a hug, someone calling or checking in on you. If you're feeling lonely and they just check in, they send a text or something, that's love. That's someone thinking about you, considering you, and being aware of those moments build more momentum to more. Instead of saying, hey, I'm over here lonely, see the moments that someone reaches out and tries to connect with you. So that's important. So, third, I want you to stop rushing your transformation. You don't need to skip ahead to joy. Joy is built right here, right now, in this moment. So that's why I need you to find joy right now. I need you to find love right now. It's there. You just have to see it. And if you're focused on not seeing it, that's the thing about life. It's gonna show you more and more instances of not seeing it. The more you see what you want, the more of it shows up. Okay, and finally, this is important. I want you to keep going, even when life feels slow, even when your path forward feels unclear because every step you take is carrying you into something fuller. And don't ever negate that emotional work. Don't ever negate that mental work. Don't ever negate your spiritual work. They are all work A lot of people say achievements need to be big and outwardly. But sometimes the fact that today you woke up and you are not crying and you are just okay, that's work. You did that. So I need you to acknowledge that. So more love, more alignment, more of the life you are meant to experience. You deserve it. It's gonna come. So keep going, my friend, and don't give up. So I want you to say these next few words out loud with me. Here we go. I trust the timing of my life. I honor where I am and I am moving forward. Everything I am experiencing is working for me. My sorrow is transforming into joy. My loneliness is opening me to love. My lack is making space for abundance. I trust the process and I trust who I am becoming. That's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe if you like this content, and share it with a friend who needs to hear what I said today. Please share it. I greatly appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Don't forget, we post daily reminders for life on all our social media platforms. Commanding Life, it's at Commanding Life is the handle. So, again, thank you so much for being here. I am Rachel. Um, you have an amazing rest of your day and look for the goodness, the favor, the blessings. They come in small forms. Even, let's say you're going for coffee and you like milk, even in a little extra packet, or like, they give you the little milk containers or little extra sugar, just extra anything. Guess what? That's a good thing. So just look for the good in your day, and and more good will show up. So that's it for today's message. As always, many, many blessings to you.